Howdy y'all, and welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. I'm Tim, and today I'm bringing you a top 5 with Mr. Bill Fry. He's been a customer with us for a really long time here at Mr. Maple. Guys, get excited. He's got some cool trees. Now guys, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe here on the Mr. Maple Show, and remember to shop with us on Mr. Maple. Now our top 5s, there's some of our fun things when we often shoot them here at our open houses. We have open houses on Labor Day and Memorial Day, and it's the time we open up to the public and allow people to come shop the greenhouses. What's that experience kind of like here?
First off, thanks for having me. And it's a great experience. So, I mean, outside of the open houses, you don't really get the experience. You know, if you go to any Lowe's or any of these other places where folks walk through, you come here, you see thousands of different cultivars, different varieties, and you get to walk through, touch them, feel them. You get to see all of the different nuances that you have present here, Tim.
So guys, try to make it to one of our open houses. If you're coming and you love Japanese maples, want to shoot a top 5 with us, let us know. We'd love to shoot one with you. Bill, how long have you been growing Japanese maples?
I'm probably about 10 years now, 10 years or so.
That's a pretty good time.
And I've been coming here about as long.
And let everyone know where you're gardening from.
Yep, so Belmont, North Carolina, just outside of Charlotte.
Yeah, and you've been coming here for close to 10 years now. And so he's got some trees out in the landscape, probably getting some nice age to them, some good size to them. Bill's been coming since Matt and I, since long before COVID.
Right.
We were a much smaller nursery. He'd make appointments. We'd go shop around through the greenhouses and find the trees that fit best for him. Since then, you know, we've gotten to where we're a little busier, where we can only do these open houses, and we try to do these more frequently. But I just wanted to tell you, first off, we appreciate you so much as a customer.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Now, y'all, we're going to be getting into top 5 here in a second. What is it about Japanese maples that really interests you?
Okay, so just the various varieties, the different colors. So, at least at my property, I've got them, you know, just alternated. You can pick. We do have a memorial tree for one of our kids at our house. It's a carnival, but all around the carnival maple, we've got the various reds, the black lace. We've got hot blondes. We've got all of the different colors. And so it's really the color combination. You know, in the spring, in the fall, and even in the summer, if you space these out and you plan them out properly, it's beautiful.
All right, guys, we're going to get into Mr. Bill Fry's top 5 Japanese maples. What do you have as your number 5?
All right, so number 5 for me is an Orangeola.
What do you like about it?
So the fall colors are just phenomenal. Spring colors as well, but just the fact that you've got this nice weeping lace leaf maple. It's very rugged. I mean, we've got it out in full sun. We've got some in full shade. And again, you just got the various color. The ones in the full shade has a little more bronze to it. The ones out in the full sun have a little bit more green in the summer. But in the fall, again, full sun, bright red, orange colorations. Just can't beat it.
I love Orangeola. It has just that constant color change. I mean, you've got this constant color change that's just rocking out in the garden with oranges and reds, and just keeps putting on that. I like pushing it out in the sunlight, so you get some of those green colors underneath.
That's right.
With on top. The multicolored effect just makes it more appealing to me. To me, it's one of my favorite lace leaves, and I know it's quickly becoming the number 1 asked for lace leaf when it comes to a red lace leaf. People used to be Crimson Queen. Orangeola for us is starting to top Crimson Queen.
Yep.
It's a little easier to pronounce than some of the Japanese names, but the pendulous habit on it is strictly cascading.
Yes.
Where a lot of the other lace leaves may be arching out a little bit more, Orangeola just has that dramatic drooping effect. 4 feet in height, you know, 5 foot in width in 10 years. Sometimes they get a little bigger than that if you find them in their happy, sweet spot. I mean, how big's yours by now?
I mean, it's probably, I want to say maybe 3 feet across, and probably, I mean, it comes up, you know, about chest high, I would say. So significant size just over the years, and it started out pretty small.
Yeah.
So they grow, they're very, I'm going to say aggressive. As far as a Japanese maple is concerned, they grow very rapidly. And like I said, I like them enough. I have 3 in the landscape. So.
All right, Bill, we're getting down to your number 4. Yeah. What do you have as your number 4 spot?
So number 4 for me is a butterfly. I do like the variegation that it brings. And again, the colors, the green and the white, and in the spring you get the pink with it. It's one of those ones where, when I look at it, I look across the backyard, it's one that just pops because of that variegation that it brings.
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic. It's an oldie, but it's a really good one. I mean, the fact that it's got that sort of blue kind of color in the center part of the leaf, that white on the edging, it makes it just a splash of color out there. And it's consistent each and every year. I do recommend not over-fertilizing your butterflies in your landscape. Avoid heavy amounts of nitrogen because they can push on some reversions. But I mean, it is just one of those beautiful trees out there that can give you some really nice white color in the garden. And the fall color is nothing to shake out either. It's got a gorgeous red fall color. So I mean, it is a beautiful and classic selection.
Yes. We're very happy we have it. We only have the one, but we're a big, when it comes to Japanese maples, a big fan of the variegation. So it's definitely in the top 5 there.
All right. We're going to bring in some more flashy variegation at number 3. What do you have there?
So number 3 for us is Lillians Jewel. And it's just got that pink, white, reddish look to it. And it's really different. Whether we've got one in full sun, we've got one in full shade. And it's just very different. Same tree, same cultivar, same everything, except that one's full sun in the, and just has a different look to it. And the other one, full shade. But again, you just can't beat the variegation on it. And I don't have to worry about any reversion at all. It's just solid and it's a winner every time.
Yeah, I mean, it's super consistent. It was a selection found by our friend Jonathan Savlich, named after his daughter Lillian. In Europe, they call it Extravaganza. They didn't get permission from him to change the name. So I strongly disagree with that. I say call it Lillian's Jewel. It's such a beautiful Japanese maple, semi-pendulous in its nature, red with the pink and white variegation. And, you get more red colors in that sunlight, more greens with whites and a little more shade. But it is such a dynamic tree out there in the landscape. You get more of that cherry or red color than you do on many of your other red uprights. And then you add that variegation on top of that. It's a whole lot of flash and a whole lot of flare.
That's right.
And that's what I like in the garden, something that just grabs your attention.
Yep. And again, it's a very, I'll just say robust tree as far as the one that we have out in the yard. It's been there for a number of years. It is a favorite of ours and of our neighbors because we've got it right along the fence line and they can enjoy it as well.
All right. Guys, we're down to Bill's number 2 Japanese maple. What do you have?
Yep. So number 2 for me is a Carnival. So again, it's a green and white variegated. I think the one that we have is probably close to 10 feet tall now at this point. So it's one of the larger ones that we have in the landscape. But just dynamic color. It is so pronounced in the white. And even at night, when we turn the lights on in the back, it pops in the darkness. And we don't put a specific spotlight on it or anything like that. It's just a standard yard light, and it just almost glows. So very happy with that tree. I don't get to see it a lot. I don't see it a lot. I do. The only place I've ever seen it sold is through MrMaple, ever. And so thank you for doing that. It's one of our favorite trees. It's actually a memorial tree for our daughter, and what a compliment it is to the rest of the reds and the greens and the yellows surrounding it.
I mean, it really gets some really nice thick margins to it. And it's the Acer Campestra. So it's got a almost like tri-lobed looking leaf to it. Very different leaf style, but the way it's so variegated, it reminds us on the variegation style of something like butterfly, but exaggerated.
Right.
I mean, we've got green the interior part of the leaf, and then a thick white margin that is just very consistent across each and every leaf. Field maples, they're from Europe, and they're field maples. So they're actually able to handle a lot of heat and a lot of dryness, and they're very durable out there in the garden. So, I mean, super beautiful. Campestra, super rare as well. We're trying to produce them more and more here, and we just production can't equal demand. So we're going to be working harder to offer that more and more here at MrMaple. But that's such a beautiful tree. Yeah. I love when you get one and just sort of have this sort of nice rounded canopy to it. It's just dynamic out there. I mean, it's so white. And it's consistently white out there in the garden.
Yes, and it's in full sun. It takes the heat extremely well. Never had an issue. Takes the wind. So we've got a fairly windy area. And again, just very hardy tree. So very, very happy with it. It's one that I think for us is really nice centerpiece for all of the, I'll say slightly smaller maples that we have around.
I would say the thing that people normally make a mistake on with Carnival is it's a field maple and it's variegated. And they're thinking, hey, this is so white and variegated. If I had a Japanese maple that white, I need to get some protection from a hot afternoon sun. But this is a European field maple. It likes the sunlight. So it thrives in that slightly more sunny situation. And so always think about growing your Carnivals and your Acer Campestras in that more sunny situation, because actually in a more shaded situation, they can struggle a little bit more. So just a pro tip there for those Acer Campestras.
All right. So my number one, you ready for my number one?
Yeah.
All right. So number one is Macawa. So Macawa Yatsubusa, and I'll just say all the various varieties, offshoots of that, whether it's the Snow Kitten or the Red Panda or the various ones. But just a straight up Macawa Yatsubusa, you just can't beat it. It's very dense. You put it in a small area, and it just gives, I don't know, such presence. There's so much. You think about a Japanese maple, you think, okay, well, they're sensitive, they're tender. When you put one of these and they get some size on them, I mean, they're very commanding in the landscape. They command a lot of attention, and rightfully so. And then in the fall, I mean, there's just a triad of colors. They don't just turn, you can say orange or something. You've got all various, different striations of colors in there. And again, very heat tolerant. So got them full blown heat, no problem. Never had an issue.
How many do you think you have on your property?
Of
Macawa Yatsubusa.
Oh my gosh, probably of the various varieties, probably in total maybe 15, 20, I would say.
And how many of the straight original Macawa Yatsubusa?
So original straight, honestly, probably just 3 at this point. So it's just the, again, just the variety and the kind of the layout and where you want to put those and where you want that, I call it the power spot in the garden that's gonna command that presence. And everyone gets worried about, oh, they're gonna grow real slow. You get these things in there, and yeah, that does take some time to get some size on them, but man, the wait is so worth it.
Bill's been buying from us for years, so I knew he had multiple of those original Macawa Yatsubusas. It's a classic. It's got that tightly layering habit. They look like a little creature out there in the landscape. It gives it a lively feel, and it looks different than many of the other styles just because that tightly layering shingling habit is very attractive texturally. I mean, you see that out there in the garden, it's amazing. And then we start including all the Macawa Yatsubusa variants. I think that if I build a top 5, I'm gonna have to do something similar, because I think that's a little bit of a cheat mode in saying, let's include everything on Macawa, because it's so awesome, guys.
Yes.
You got Mystic Macawa, you got Snow Kitten, you got all these variegated forms, you got reds, you got oranges on that tightly layering like habit.
Yes.
I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, it's so beautiful out there in the garden, and great for containers.
Yep.
And we've got one, as soon as you walk into my parents' garden at Maplewood Knoll Drive, it's like you walk right through the garden, and that Macawa is kind of like the centerpiece. I've got some summer golds back there in the background pairing with it, but you've got that Macawa as that centerpiece that's just drawing your attention right there at the focal point, right at the fork. One takes you down to the pond, and the other one takes you up to a front porch, and that Macawa Yatsubusa is just shining there.
Oh yeah.
And so, I mean, that's such an awesome plant. It's one of my favorites of all time.
Yep. Mine too. Absolutely.
Hey, Bill, appreciate you jumping in today's top 5.
Yeah.
Y'all, if you get a chance, come to our open houses. Labor Day, Memorial Day, 8 to 4 typically. More details on MrMaple.com/OH. That's where you can find the details about our open houses. And y'all, show Bill some love in the comments below on his top 5. Tell him what you think about his selections. Y'all take care, God bless, and have a great day.